all, hope all are fine. Today in Lata's Art of Cooking I've come with a authentic Punjabi recipe known as dum aloo. So if it is dum aloo, then definitely you need to have this baby potatoes. So if you are planning to make this recipe, make sure that you make it with this baby potatoes only, not the usual potato, because you will not get this authentic taste if you are going to make it with the ordinary potato. The starch in the baby potato will be more, that's why. So when you are and I'm going to roast this, I'm going to deep fry this, so the exterior will be hard and interior will get cooked faster. So you got to have this baby potatoes. Okay, so that is about. Okay, the name says dum aloo, so there's nothing about dum about it, like how you do a dum biryani and all. It's just a fancy name. Okay, so many of you must have had this in a restaurant, so let's get to know the food that we eat, how it is prepared. It's fun, right? So next time you feel like having the malu, try making it at home. So this is about the baby potatoes. Okay, now this. So for piercing this baby potatoes, you just need to take a fork like this and then start pricking like this. So it will get roasted very fast. I'm going to fry this as I mentioned, so it'll help you. So this is how you have to pierce this. All of this has to be pierced, so I'll complete it later on. Now let's have a look at the other ingredients. These ingredients are going to be roasted. I've taken say two large tomato. Okay, today I'm not going to tell you how to chop the vegetables because there's no vegetables which needs a shape. So this is just roughly chopped two large tomatoes, and this is two medium sized onion that also roughly chopped, two green chili, some ginger roughly chopped, some 6 to 7 cloves of garlic. I've not chopped it because all this what I've kept in this place goes into the roasting, and some 6 to 7 cashews. This will give a rich taste to your gravy. And this is the stem of the coriander. The leaves are separated, so this is just the stem part which also goes into the roasting. Okay, now this is about the roasting, and then there's something else which goes into the roasting. This is the shahi jeera, which I've taken half a teaspoon. You need little extra because this is going to make the flavor for your gravy. And this is again half a teaspoon of the pepper, and just one black cardamom I've taken, and two, what is that, clove. That's it. Okay, that's it about this. All this plus this goes into the frying, and all this post roasting, these two, it will go into the mixer jar and we'll grind it paste. So that is what is going to form the gravy for you. Then I have some masalas. In masalas I've taken, you need little extra coriander powder for this. So this is 2 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, half a teaspoon of the cumin powder, and this is 1 teaspoon of the normal spicy red chili powder, and this is quarter teaspoon of turmeric, quarter teaspoon this I'm going to, okay, now I'm just going to soak these masalas with some water, so this will bloom up, and quarter teaspoon of the turmeric I'll be adding it to the this onion and tomato while roasting. So this needs to be blended. Okay, these are all roasted masala, so it doesn't need any cooking at all. So we'll leave it aside. And then for seasoning I have some, say, 1 bay leaf, a small stick of cinnamon, and this is roasted kasuri methi, and this is a bunch of the leaf. The stem I have separated, and this is just the leaf portion, and some butter. That's it. And of course some half a cup of curd. Don't take a sour curd, your whole gravy will become sour. This is little sweetish gravy, so take a sweet curd. Not too sour curd. Okay, that's it about the ingredients. Now let's get started. First I'll roast all these because this has to cool down completely before we grind them. So first I'll do this and then we'll go and roast the baby potatoes. I've kept my kadai and I poured oil, and there's a change in the sequence. First I'm going to fry the baby potatoes, and then I'll be frying the onion and the tomato and the rest of the items, because I need to do it in the same kadai. I've pierced all these baby potatoes, so when you're piercing, just be careful with your hands, don't hurt yourself. It has happened with me. Not today, earlier. So we'll roast this golden. So once I'm done, I'll just show you how it is. And this has to be roasted in a high flame. We'll be doing it 80%, and the remaining 20% it will get softer in the gravy that we are going to prepare. So I'll show you once this is done. I mean the stage at which I'll be stopping. Our baby potatoes are all golden roasted. Now I'll take it out and switch off the flame and take it out. And then I'll remove the excess oil from this, and then we will dry roast the onion and potato in the same kadai. Okay. I'm just taking it out onto a paper towel. Okay, so back to the kadai. Now I've removed all the excess oil from this. So into this I'm going to add the raw masalas. First I'll add this. Once this crackles, we'll add the rest of them. Here goes the, you don't have to roast this golden, just slightly translucent will be sufficient, because you're only trying to get rid of the raw smell. So I will just fry this translucent, and then we will add the other ingredients and keep on slightly golden. Now I'll add the garlic and the ginger. You don't have to roast this ginger and the garlic, just slightly you're just tossing it in the oil. The green chili. The remaining quarter teaspoon of the turmeric. The cashews. Now finally the tomato. So just toss this for some time, and then I'll add the salt, and then we'll close and cook it for say 5 to 6 minutes. We'll have to, until the tomatoes become soft, we have to cook it close. The tomatoes are slightly roasted. I'm adding half a teaspoon of salt so that it will help in cooking the tomatoes. Now in a low flame, I'll just keep it close for say 5 to 7 minutes. And in between you have to just open and then stir it also, so that it doesn't get burnt. Because always whenever you're opening the lid to toss this, just increase the temperature, and then when you're closing it, just reduce it. So you can maintain the temperature by doing so, and this will not get burned also. Some more to go. So this is all now done. I'll just switch off the flame and allow it to cool completely. Only then we'll be grinding into a smooth paste. It should be silky smooth. Only then your gravy will taste good. And so now we have done with the frying of the baby potatoes. Oh, I just forgot to mention, I ate away some of the fried baby potatoes. They were so yum. It almost tasted like the French fries. Okay. So I've just allow it to cool, and then we'll grind it. So we have come to the last stage of the maloo, which is combining all that what we have done so far. So I have kept a pot, in that 1 tablespoon of oil I poured. And into this goes the bay leaves and the cinnamon stick. And then the masalas which we had poured water and kept that. Lower the flame and pour it, and it will get burnt. And then now it goes the. This is how I've grinded into a smooth texture. By any chance, if you feel that there are some chunks in this is Italian tomato gravy. If you feel there are any chunks in this, just filter it out, because there should not be any chunks. It should be silky smooth like this. Only then your gravy will taste good. And now, okay, here you need some patience. You have to sort this till the oil comes out. So our gravy is cooked well. You can see the color also has changed. So at this point you can add salt. I had added only half a teaspoon of the salt when I was roasting the tomatoes. So you can add salt here. You can taste and add accordingly. And now I'm going to add the curd. This is just beaten up curd. And now we have to keep the flame low and then keep on stirring. At least for 5 minutes you need to, because if you don't keep on stirring, this curd will curdle up. So you have to keep the flame low and then keep on stirring till this curd gets cooked. So for 5 minutes you have to do it. I'll just come back after that. I have not yet added the baby potatoes because we have already roasted it, and it's almost like 80 to 90% it is roasted. It was the raw baby potatoes which I had roasted, and some even they just do a parboil, that is half boil they will do, and then they will fry it. It is not necessary, you may just do it directly like this. You don't have to parboil it directly. You can just fry the raw baby potatoes. The curd is also now cooked well. I added little extra salt because after post adding the potatoes it will soak the salt, so add little extra salt from the normal. I'll add in the roasted kasuri methi. Just crush and add it. Some coriander. Half the coriander I'm adding now, half I'll use for the seasoning. And the butter. If you like butter, you might add butter or you may skip. But it tastes good. Okay, that's a disclaimer. If you are health conscious or diet conscious, do not attempt this because this is highly calorie food. Okay, all done. Now I'm adding our dry fried. So I just added the potatoes. Now, if you have cream, you may add it now. I don't have it. After switching off the flame, you should add the cream. I don't have it, so I didn't add. Well, what I'll do, I'll just add in the half a teaspoon of the garam masala. I'm switching off the flame. You must have noticed I didn't cook the baby potatoes because it's, since I said you need little hard and crunchy. That's how it should be, and it's already cooked. If your baby potatoes become soft and tender, it won't taste good. So I'll just give it a stir, switch off the flame, and I'll just keep it closed for 5 minutes so that all this, the kasuri methi and all that what we have added, everything should get combined. Only after 5 minutes you should open the lid. So I'll come back. And also our tasty, yummy Punjabi style dum aloo is ready. Please do try this and share the recipe with your friends and family also. This is really yum. You can garnish it with any of your naan, roti, or even with rice. It just tastes awesome. So those are yet to subscribe and be part of my YouTube family, please do it. And so that's it. Have a nice day. Happy cooking.